friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my weekly predictions and analysis for gold and silver. Those who have missed my last video last week, I had shared 1833 is what I am expecting. But gold did achieve 1833, but what a drop on the last 2 days of the week, and it broke the support at 1791 now, and it is standing at a further stronger support at 1760. Similarly with silver also did the same thing. Now let's see what lies there for the week, and let's start the analysis. Before we start the analysis, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, friends. You can watch my last week's video where I had shared monthly prediction for gold and silver and watch the targets which I had given. So gold has achieved for the week what it was given on the upside and for the downside as well. Now what lies there, let's have a look. So look, this is the daily chart for gold. If you look at the gold, so this is the daily chart for gold. If you find that, see, this is the double bottom. At that time, if you watch my previous video, I had shared that it is going to hit 1900. Now a retracement, but after this retracement we can find that, so this was the channel in which gold, it did broke out here. It is broke out this time too. Now this is a channel in which gold was trading. Now it has broke out of this channel, and still it has got a support at 1763 levels which I had shared, and now it will try to form this maybe 1750 if possible. 1750 it will try to achieve, but if this is taken, I will expect 1743 1733, and then 1700, and below that again it is going to break high and break strong. But whether that could happen or not, I am going to tell you. Let's have a look at the different charts at different time frames. So see, last 2 days of the week, stronger break. We can see that there is some resistance here at 1833 levels, but yes, we can definitely find the support here at 1760 as well. Now if it breaks this support level at 1760, that is around 1755 to 1760, if it breaks this support, then we can expect that it is going to fall strongly. To what level it could go? 1733, 1723, then 1700 and 1660 could be possible, but we need to be very cautious with this, as I am still bullish. But look at the weekly charts. So if you look at the weekly charts of gold, yes, this is the weekly candle. This was the channel in which gold was trading, and now it has fallen back again into this channel, trying to remain in this channel where it is getting some resistance at the top. Now if it continues to break, the bottom again lies at somewhere around 1600 levels. So if it continues to drop here, we can expect that we might see lower lows. But for that, let me show. See, now we have formed a bigger red candle. If we get a support from here and it continues to rise, so let's what I'm trying to show is this, that it has seen a support here. From here at these levels, at 1760 levels, if it gets a support and it continues to rise, then we can expect again this month which it might see that it might hit 1900 once again. So that is one possibility. But yes, this support at 1760 is very crucial for gold, and if it takes away this support at 1760 levels, we can definitely expect it to hit close to these levels, somewhere around 1700 and below levels. So this is one expectation from gold, but possibly it should reverse from here. It should get this support and move upwards. But let's have a look on the monthly chart. See, on the monthly chart we can see that it has formed a double top. It has formed a double top, trying to form a big red body. Now that big red body again could be because, see, this previous candle was a bigger red candle, then followed with a smaller green candle. So this time the monthly chart possibly might take it towards these levels once again, and this time it is going to be below this. So this month, this week, the coming week is going to be crucial for gold, as we are going to set the trend for the coming weeks, which direction it is taking, which direction it will go. We are going to have a look. Already it has seen the bottom here, already it has seen a low here, and if this support is taken at 1760 levels, then yes, we are really in the trouble. Again 1760, so still I will say 1750, maybe it will try to achieve a little low and then bounce back. But yes, if it breaks below 1750, I will definitely tell you it is going to break strongly towards 1700 and below levels. So now let's see our observation with the help of indicators. So see on the, now let me turn off. So look at, this is just simple moving average line, nothing extraordinary. So 20, 50, 100, the 20 is the greener one, the 100 is the red one, and the black one is the 50-day average. If you look at the 20-day average here of for gold, you see here is the crossover. The 100-day average is lying above, while the 20-day average line is sitting well below it, and the gap is widening here. So it is indicative that there is still some bearishness, but at the same time it is getting the resistance. If it passes by 1810 once again, then I can say we are safe, and we are going to, it is going to rise possibly. So that is what we can look forward to see. But see, RON on the daily chart is still bearish. If you can see, there is a crossover, but at the same time this green line, this is reached the top. The red line has almost achieved the top. From here there is no other way but to drop down a little. If you look at the average 2 range, the average 2 range is also trying to, move up with the gap on the Friday. With the drop on Friday, the 2 ranges moved sharply up, and the attended price oscillator again in bear zone. However, one thing I would like to say here is the stochastic has hit a bottom. Stochastic has hit almost a bottom here, and is indicative that it is in a oversold position. So this drop has achieved what we could see. So similar thing, similar formation was here at the time when it went to 1750 levels last time. The similar formation, but this was not so sharp. This time it is sharp, so possibly we need to look at how it is going to rise. But whenever it has hit a oversold position, it is always risen back. So gold has, see here it has hit this, we have seen this 1740, then a rise here. If you see, when it was at 1670 levels, it has hit a bottom, and from there it shows a good rise, and a good rise directly towards 1750 levels in a week or so. So similarly, this time it is a sharp drop, and possibly it might follow with a rise. It should follow with a rise, but possibly it might show us a little lower points before following up with a rise. So this is what is on a stochastic, I can say. But look at the MACD lines trading in a sell zone. At the same time, the divergence is too big. You can see the crossover has happened, and after the crossover the candle is too big. So possibly indicative that if this crossover remains, then yes, it is going to drop a little before it is going to curve down and enter into green zone. Look at the RSI. The RSI has again hit a bottom here at the levels of 30. This is again entering into an oversold position. This was the time, see, this was the time when it has entered into an oversold position, followed back with a rise, consistent rise towards 1800 plus levels. So that was the time when it has hit 1750 levels. If you look at this, if you look the previous time it has happened, the previous time was here when gold has hit a level at around 1680, and then a slow but a rise, consistent rise we have seen, and we have seen it crossing past by 1900 levels. So here too you can see that there is a sharp drop. You can see the candles here, sharp drop followed with a green candle. So again let's be observant how it behaves. I think it should bounce back with a little drop. After a little drop for next maybe 1 or 2 day, it might trade between 1743, 1741 to 1750 levels, and then it should rise. But I will give you the exact levels. I am trying to give you some numbers right now so that you can stay tuned, and it could give you some curiosity out of it. So now let's have a look at the weekly chart also. On a weekly chart, the MACD is in sell side, the RSI is comfortable, the stochastic is still was at the rise, but now it is trying to cross over from here because it was a sharp drop, and possibly this week is going to be decisive how it is going to behave. Looking at this, now is the time to give you the numbers for the week. So 1755 should be a good support, and then 1743 should be a good support. Now this is going to be a stronger number which I will watch for. Below 1755 I will be bearish, little bearish rather, I will say, not completely bearish, but there will be mild bearishness, and I will not expect it to fall considerably till the time it reaches 1743. Till the time 1743 it reaches, still I will be expecting it to bounce back strongly. So after 1755 again I will be expecting 1778, then 1800 levels, then after that 1791 is in between, and then 1811. But the fall which we saw, if it doesn't show a similar bounce back, then it is going to be difficult for it to rise. The bounce back should also be equally sharp. So but below 1743, so from 1745 to 1743 you can be still mildly in a neutral zone rather than bearish, but below 1743 I will be definitely go bearish. My next target is 1721, then 1700 levels. However, what I expect is, I expect gold to trade in 1743 to 1791 levels. That is what I will expect. My weekly range for gold should be between, so let me write down once again. So my weekly range for gold is between 1743 to 1791, and in between 1755 is a very strong support, very strong support. Rather I will say, because it is at around 1760, but I am giving you a little less, so you can still expect that 1755 should provide it a good support for any drop. If it drops still 1743, I will expect to provide a support and bounce back. So basically I still think that there is some bullishness and there is some bounce back which should happen, but for following a drop after 1743, you be ready for a stronger drop too. You be ready to encash and profit from the drop too. Once 1743 is taken, you should be ready for a drop. We should expect 1721 and 1700 levels, and after that you can say sky is the limit. You can see a sharp drop after that, but till these levels you can be still bullish. We can expect 1791 and 1811 levels also. So this is what is my expectation for gold. Now let's move towards silver. Silver has shown some strong bearishness. It has hit a high at 2600 level, and it has hit a bottom. Now look at the weekly chart, the pattern I will try to show what it is formed here. See, it is, but it has also seen a rise, higher high. So higher high and higher low at 2420 levels. Now from here 2400 to 2600 for silver, the range is big. So maybe we could see a little drop and then rise. But yes, if 2400 is taken, then definitely you can expect it is going to go big. So if 2400 is taken, then you can expect it to drop considerably towards 2300 below levels, close to 2250. But till the time 2400 is intact, you can expect it to bounce back above 2600 plus levels. This is on a weekly chart, because only because it has seen higher highs and lower lows. That is why I am on a side that we might see it rising. So on the daily chart, maybe it will 2400 should provide it a good support. Then a rise from here should take it towards 2500 plus levels, and 2550 is something which we could achieve again. Now on the monthly charts also, if you look on the monthly chart, the story is something different. This is a third consecutive red candle, and what I could see on the monthly charts is, so possibly this is again a stronger support. But yes, if this 2400 is taken, it is going to head towards 2250 levels or so. So be watchful of this. And silver appears to be see, the monthly candle has already seen a wick, already seen a tail, so possibly it might also try to remain in this range between 2400 to 2600 for the rest of the month. Now let's have a look at the indicators. What does the indicators say for this? So look at the indicators here. The 20 SMA lying at around 2530 levels, 2530 levels, and which might provide it a good resistance for any upward move. Look at the R1. The R1 has just crossed over, but yes, it is at the top of the charts. So possibly from here we should see some rise from here. And if you look at the DPO is at sell side. The KDJ has also hit a bottom here. So from here, if the rise doesn't happen, then some point we should definitely, so the crossover is about to crossover has happened on silver on the last day, and we can see there is a small red body over here and a sharp curve. So again, be watchful, because this gravity is looking to fall from here. So any drop below 2400 will take it towards 2250, else we might see 2520 levels or so. So let me write down the levels here for you. Also, let's have a look at the RSI. The RSI is about to hit a bottom here. So maybe a day with a drop, and then for the next consecutive days, 4 consecutive days, we should see a rise. Also, see on the weekly chart also, silver is trying to hit at bottom. It is on a sell side. Stochastic is consistently at bottom. So, but silver is not showing the strength I was expecting it to show. For the week, be watchful of the number 2380 and 2380 and 2400. These are the two numbers which you should be watchful of. Any drop below 2380, you can easily go short and make some good money. And till the time it is above these levels, specifically above 2400, I will be still bullish. I will expect it to head towards 2460 and 2520 levels. So these are the targets. This should be there. Below 2380, you can see definitely it will head towards 2200 levels, 2250 levels. Maybe not this week, then next week it is trying to head towards this level. So below 2380, I will be considerably bearish. You can expect to make good money if it drops below 2380. Else we might see it rising above 2460 and 2520 levels. So this is all for gold and silver from my side. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, friends. Thank you very much. Have a great and profitable week ahead.